Hi, everyone. We are live today. It's welcome back. It's Miriam, and I have another amazing founder with me. Sitting here with Ritu. Is that how I pronounce
Hey,
it? From
yeah, that's right.
Engazo.ai. Awesome. And Ritu is a full-time entrepreneur. He's the founder of Engazo.ai, which is an AI-powered content assistant for social media. He loves building tech products and has enjoyed moderate success or miserable failures, depending on how you look at it, I suppose, while on his journey. And right now, Engazo AI is in full swing, going to market, helping creators create content for their social media. Would you say that's accurate? Is it creators or is it brands that you're mostly targeting?
It's mostly brands. It works for creators as well. At this point, like we're focused on brands, more like B2B.
Cool. B2B, very fun. Would you consider yourself an indie hacker?
Yeah, I would say that it's been just hacking around different things. So um, I do have like small teams, so it's like mix of all those.
Yay. Okay, good for you. I'm very excited to have you here. I feel like this is a special opportunity for me. We're doing a lot right now. We're live on YouTube. I'm about to share my screen, and I'm gonna go through the process to onboard with Engazo. So you guys can learn with us. If you're watching live, you can ask questions. I recommend as well just pulling up a tab on your own browser and trying to set this up for yourself and giving some feedback to Ritu and signing up and getting your social media set up because supposedly this is the thing. This is the situation where if you want to get set up with social media really quickly, this is how you do it. So let me pull up. I've got the live stream going. Just have to get a little set up here technically, and then
Sure.
we're going to be rocking and rolling. Uh, so where's the screen three? Will be that perfect. Hi, Caleb. I see you there. Great to have you. We're doing live onboarding with Engazo. Let me know in the room chat that you can hear us. Hey, yes. And then as long as you can hear us. Okay, great. Perfect. So, um, wait, just to test it, can you hear me? Can you hear Ritu as well?
Hello.
Why don't you say some stuff?
Yeah. Hey guys there.
So, Caleb, did you hear Ritu saying stuff too, or just are you only hearing me? No, just me. Okay, so that's definitely a little bit of a technical situation. It has something to do with my way I'm live streaming it. Let me try to do this, and then Ritu, you tell me if this is causing a problem for you. Can Okay, Caleb, can you still hear me? Oh, I should probably type it. Okay, he can hear me. And okay, so Ritu, you say some
Nice.
stuff.
Yeah, hello again. Can you hear me?
Can you hear Ritu now too? Thanks for testing this with us. We appreciate it. I can't hear him if he's saying something. Oh, that's a bummer. Can you try to say like just a little tiny something, Ritu? Like maybe say a longer sentence, just to make sure.
Hey guys, just reintroducing myself. I'm Rutu, founder of Engazo, and it's a AI-powered content assistant for social media.
Let's see if he can hear you. Can you hear him? Did you hear him? Still can't hear you. Well, that is a bummer. Um, well, I'll do my best to explain, I guess, what we're doing is going through this onboarding here of uh, myself to Engazo AI, which is a AI powered assistant, content assistant for social media. And I'm streaming it live on YouTube, and then I'm also broadcasting it here on Audra. So I'll drop the link to the YouTube stream if you want to check that out. Then you probably won't have an audio problem there, but I've got to figure out how I can get my audio from YouTube to be working here on Andra. Um, so yeah, with that, let's put up the my screen here and get me onboarded with Engazo. So when did you start your founder journey, Ritu? Like how long have you been doing this?
So technically, founder journey started like 4, 5 years back. I've been building like different things, different products, trying different businesses. On Engazo, it might be last like 1 year where like we did like a couple of pivots on that. But overall, like have been trying like different things, learning, getting learnings from that, and trying to apply that to Engazo.
Okay, very cool. All right, so here's your site.
Mhm.
Love the pop-up here. I'm going to, I don't think I've gotten this. Um, I don't think I've signed up for it before, so we're gonna do it now.
Sure.
I'm excited. Log in using Facebook. Can I log in with something else, like an email, or just with Facebook?
Right now, just suppose Facebook because it's very
Okay,
tightly coupled for Instagram marketing. So that's why we are using Facebook. But we're
okay.
planning to actually, yeah, add more logins.
All right, perfect. So I do have Facebook. Here I will do it with Facebook. Continue. Hope it doesn't show. Oh my gosh, is this bad? This is like a lot of like private things. Is it that I'm showing on the internet?
Uh, I think it should be fine.
It should be
The-
fine. Okay. Oof. Wow. Those seem like little private numbers. All my pages. Look at all these pages. I'm doing way too much. Oh my gosh. Doing too much. I'm just going to allow these options, I guess, right? Turn these on, receive your email address. Don't spam me, people. Upload media, create bleh, post for the Instagram connected to your page. All right. All right. Well, I guess what is important to do is make sure that you have all of these things connected properly. For me, I definitely do not have my business page that I want hooked up properly to Facebook. But we're going to just
Mhm.
continue on the journey here so that we can try and test this out.
Sure.
So, how did you come up with this idea?
So technically, when we were building like our last product, um, it was around images, and the challenges were like even a couple of products which we're building at that time. We realized like marketing is like one of the important aspect,
Mhm.
and then we thought like, oh, there are different lot of social media channels, uh, and then we were exploring like which one works best, and then we thought like, okay, Instagram is the best one, and during that time, but then we saw that knowing whether certain content works for the audience is very challenging. It's just like it's you do a lot of guesswork while posting this kind of content. It's just like a couple of people taking shots saying, I want to actually post this and this might work. Uh, and that's where we are trying to bring like data driven approach. I think like we have that knowledge where we have in the past, like I have worked on like a lot of machine learning based systems, and we know there is a lot of data nowadays which can be used to pull this kind of information. And it's more like we want to make it data driven rather than just going by the gut feeling. And so that's how like all things started for Engazo. And then we started slowly building different blocks. So as we explore this onboarding thing. So I'll talk more about the different things which we have there.
Okay. So tell me what I should do, or should I just go as I would do it if I was setting this up?
Yeah, so right now I'll just give it a scenario. So normally, what happens is content marketer, social media manager who wants to actually create content. So he has to like look for like research for the content ideas. He has to
Mhm.
create the copy. He has to look for the hashtags. Then they have to look for the right imagery. So all this process is like lengthy process. What our goal is to actually kind of simplify this process and bring it under the roof and kind of start automating it so it can actually so it will be easier for them to post, and at the same time it can also tell them like what are things, how good it is whatever you're posting, and also give them like things where they can actually improve the stuff. So right now you've seen like you've added image on the canvas, and now you can add some text in the caption area, and uh, after then you can just like do analyze now, and it will start analyzing your content which you're going to post. And the main difference is most of the apps, so they give you all this analytics after posting it to social media. What we're trying to do is we are bringing like predictive analytics before the post goes live. um, so you can just write add caption there and maybe relevant caption there and just do analyze now. It will start giving some suggestions related to that.
Okay. So if I upload my own photo here, it'll
Mhm.
analyze the picture and suggest a caption for me based on data.
It wouldn't suggest the caption. It's more, it will analyze, it will try to figure out like different parameters of the caption, like how the audience will perceive it. It will talk about the sentiments and stuff. You can just click on that left plus icon if you want to upload your content.
Okay. Is this available on mobile?
Uh, right now, it's not available, but we are planning to make like a responsive version of this.
Okay. Let's see here. I don't have a lot of photos on my computer, but
Mhm.
here's this one.
So you can actually there is you can select photos from the like there is a stock images
Stock
where you can, yeah. So it's just like
Instagram.
another tab, yeah. So it can directly pull those images and you can just.
All right. Well, today is Veterans Day, so let's check out that. Let's see. Bloop, 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 bloop. Yay! Lots of good stuff. Okay. It's interesting. So is it pulling in US flags because are you guys only available in the US?
No, so it's integrated with like there are different websites which have this Creative Commons licenses photos like Unsplash and Pixabay. So we are actually pulling for this platforms. So
Mm-hmm.
this images like can be used without a license. So they're like free licenses.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's interesting that when I type in veterans, everything comes up USA. Maybe it's just because today is Veterans Day in the United States because there's veterans in every country, I would assume. But anyways, okay, I've got my
Yeah.
picture. Now I
Mhm.
want to type my caption.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Veterans. Ooh. And families of veterans. Cool. So I can type, I swear. Thinking of you.
Yeah, we have another tool there which also does kind of like spell check and like kind of Grammarly style checking.
Grammar check and
Yeah.
copy text. Cool. Okay, so I've got
Uh, yeah. So now you have to just like click on analyze now.
analyze now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see how good it is. Oh, it's notable. Hey, appealable, likable. Sentiment is in the orange zone. So that I would assume is not as good.
Yeah. So that's where like it will try to give like score for the images and the text. It's it's helping you to actually improve that thing. So it's expecting like you add something more where the sentiment can be like more positive towards the audience. It's also suggesting like different hashtag which can go with that or emoticons. So it's more like a system where you give just like few input and it will just give all the suggestions like how you can actually improve that. And we are adding like new stuff regularly, just providing like different kind of information or feedback kind of system for all this kind of data.
Okay. So now I choose some emoticons, some emojis,
Mhm.
if I want to.
Yeah. So there's either you
Okay.
can select individual ones or you can just copy all of them.
And then these are the hashtags it's suggesting for me to use.
Yeah.
Today, people, family. I like those. All right, 110 characters, 17 words. And then connect Instagram to publish and it'll push it through.
Yeah. So you need to have like kind of Instagram connected in order to publish. But just quickly want to look at the preview. So you can just click on that blue icon and it will just show preview like how it will look on Instagram.
Okay, I accidentally clicked off of it, and so
Yeah, it because of the Instagram like API restrictions, we're directly using like Instagram API. You need to have like business account in order to actually publish it.
I do have a business account. And so when I clicked off of it, it didn't save my picture, but that's okay, right? I'll just pull it up again. There we go. Okay, so then I click on preview.
Mhm.
Donde está preview? Why am I
Sorry.
not seeing that? Where is the preview button? I'm sorry. I
So,
have
so it's
something
next to
scanned.
the connect Instagram to publish. It's a little icon next to that.
Is this thing?
Uh,
Mobile preview.
Correct.
Okay. Woo, that looks good. 19,000 likes. Ruitu. I'm feeling the preview. Looks good.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, veterans, families of veterans. Okay, so that looks great. Then I'm going to click off of it. But I want to connect my Instagram to publish it. I do have a I do have an Instagram business account.
Is it connected to the same Facebook account?
Yes, it is. Let me see if I can stop sharing my screen here for a second and see if I can get that connected up real quick. If you guys have any questions for Ruitu, feel free to type them into the chat and I will ask them live with Ruitu. So what are some of what drove your decision to build this not mobile first? That's just my big question that I'm like, because most of my pictures are on for Instagram are on my phone.
Yeah. So what we realize is in like B2B space or like especially like small like brands, they still use like desktop
Right.
for, so that's why like we spoke to a few of the social media managers. So they're still kind of desktop heavy. So that's why we have initially built it for web. But at the same time, we want to add like responsiveness to that, and so those things, because although the creators can use it, but we are not entirely focusing on them at this point. But we see like importance of both the like businesses, like both the ends, and we will be definitely adding those in the next few weeks.
Totally get that. That makes sense. You're more B2B versus B2C. Mm-hmm. Um, did did we already talk about Product Hunt?
Uh, yeah, so we haven't launched on Product Hunt yet. We are just like at this point we are like in kind of early beta, and we're just taking feedback, kind of improving the product, different functionalities, and the goal is to actually even we'll be launching there pretty soon. Um,
Very cool. Well, keep me updated on that. I would love to launch. I mean, I would love to support your launch on Product Hunt. So let
awesome.
me know how that goes. And I don't want to take up too much of your time. I tried to click into the tutorial for the Connect Your Facebook, and it was taking me to a YouTube video, which I was like, okay, well, I gotta figure that out. But
If you want, I can share my screen. I can just quickly walk through other things.
Yeah, that would be great. Let's have you share your screen and show some stuff.
Yeah, I'll just quickly. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it, but I haven't pulled it up for everybody else yet. So let's do that. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we should have done this from the beginning. Let's have you share your screen instead of having me. Learning as we're doing.
It's
Okay.
yeah. You want me to go ahead?
Yeah, we're good. You're live.
Yeah, cool. So we're just like talking about like different things, like how it analyzes the things. There are like quick things which you can do with the. Uh, so right now we're very tightly coupled with Instagram. So although you can do analysis for all other platforms, but the direct kind of posting is just available for Instagram. So you can actually do different layouts. You can just add text and add your logos and stuff. So different things which can be done. And then after that, like we have like certain things where uh, this kind of like uh, let's say some Instagram uploads. So what happens here is it also analyzes uh, kind of my account. So whichever the business account, it's also trying to analyze all the posts which you have done, and the whole purpose is telling me like how good is certain thing, and it's kind of helps you to decide what kind of posts are more kind of attractive to the users, what are the more engaging stuff.
Okay.
And so, so same analysis which you saw for the kind of predictive analytics you saw for the new post. This is you can do it on your account. Um,
So I have a
can,
clarifying question.
Mhm.
So once I do get my Instagram connected, it will
Mhm.
look at all of my previous posts
Mhm.
and analyze it
Right.
to then give me insights and information about what kind of insights and information does it give me?
So right now it starts with scoring. So it will also give like the most engaging post, the like again like most influential post and stuff. So what it's essentially telling you, it's also taking combination of like number of likes, number of comments, and then this AI scoring which we do on all the images, and overall now is going to rank it based on combining all those factors. And we are like we keep adding stuff to this, and end of the day we want you to know like certain things which really work for certain post and get those insights in like simple understandable manner where you can apply it to the newer post. So that's the goal
Right.
we are trying to achieve.
Okay,
and,
cool.
s- and similarly it can also like do kind of like so if you get tagged in certain post,
Mm-hmm.
especially like for businesses they get tagged by the like user generated content. So it can figure out like which user generated content is really good. Similarly with like hashtag media, you can track like different hashtags and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
um, like you can track your brand post, and then it will analyze all those posts uh, using the AI scoring. See, end of the day, the goal for all this thing is get those scoring in such a way that you know what are the best kind of posts using the data-driven kind of approach. So rather than just going by okay, this looks good and this looks bad, it's trying to bring in that different approach. That's where the AI comes into the picture.
So if multiple people are like, let's say I have an account, you have my brand has an account, your brand has an account,
Mhm.
and we have similar followers, will it also you is it only based on the data that I'm generating, or is it based on data that other accounts are generating too?
So right now, so there are two things which are happening. So so for that, I'll specifically talk about like there is like kind of competitor section where you can actually
Okay,
uh,
look at that.
compare against your competitors.
Uh-huh.
Um, so right now it has like basic stuff, and we are also like adding new things where it will also figure out like kind of competitors content strategy, like how they are actually posting it, and then it will give suggestions based on that, like how you can actually improve it. You don't see it right now, but it's under the works right now. So essentially it's going to help you to improve your post based on how the competitors are doing in that space.
So how is it choosing the competitors?
So right now, so there is a way. So I've
I
just
choose it.
yeah. So you choose like which competitors are in your space, and then it will start once you just add it here, and you just enter the Instagram URL,
Mm-hmm.
and once you add it, it will start pulling the data for them,
Very.
and then it will also compare over like how they're doing like in
I like that.
past kind of month. Yeah.
How much does it cost to use this product?
So right now we are charging it's like $15 per month. It's a SaaS product. There is no commitment, um, but uh, um, we're like happy to give like early access to users if they want. Um, so yeah, that's
I'm into it. Free too. I think you got something here for sure. Especially even for
cool.
smaller brands like myself, I can then go and put in my competitors. That's honestly the part about this that I'm really into right here so far. And see, like, really quickly what posts are working well for them,
Mhm.
and then use that same strategy. I mean, I guess that seems really inauthentic, but that's where my mind goes first of all. Like when I'm like, okay, well, how would I use this product with my own brand?
Yeah, so even in our case, when we actually were building that product, so SMB sector was one of the priorities for us, and because they don't get the same leverage as like big enterprises get,
Mm-hmm.
so we wanted to give them or empower them with this kind of tools and technology, where they can actually improve uh, their marketing easily based on the insights what the competitors are doing, because in competitor case like they have a lot of followers, so they have very good insights,
Right.
and it's basically helping you to actually stay in the game, uh, where you don't have to spend a lot on the social media ads.
Yeah.
And this is like some simple tricks which can be done in order to kind of do better marketing.
Right. It's a tool that makes it easier.
Mhm.
Um, it's hard to do it all with the marketing, the social media, and the Instagram, and the branding, and I mean, like, it's overwhelming. So if this, if this helps to make my investment in all of that pay off more, then I think that that's really good. Because right now, I would say I'm mostly just posting on my brand pages to keep them active. It's not a
Mhm.
strategic approach at all. Okay, talk to me about what all this stuff is. What do we have in here?
Yeah, so going back to your earlier point, so the issue which you mentioned, so we also face that issue as a like, because we are also a startup, and that's where we realize like you can't invest that much efforts, either money wise or time wise, to create like a better content. So how about the tool actually helps you to create uh, that better content where you can also compete in your segment with like the larger players.
Mm-hmm.
So what you see here is like this is like Instagram analytics. So right now we don't have anything in audience because it's a kind of dummy account we're using, and it requires like there has to be a certain followers before it actually shows the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
This is just like giving overall things like the in better format.
Can you go back
So
one screen there to text messages? Talk to me about that. What's that one?
yeah, so this is like to the Instagram business account. If someone is actually contacting your business or they're clicking on the links, looking at their profile, so all this information is actually pulled into the app,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like showing. It's trying to show it in better format.
Mm-hmm.
You can do the date ranges and stuff, and it will give that all information regarding that.
And so you built all of this off of I guess Instagram has some sort of API.
Right. So Facebook has face because Facebook technically controls Instagram, so they have the API and where you can actually pull in this information. So we are like partners of Facebook and like approved app where we directly pulling this information from Instagram in authentic way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very
It
nice.
was yeah. So we are taking this information and we are building like or adding things on top of it to make it like more like relevant and kind of which can add more value to any brand or any like marketer. So most of the competitors in this space will have like this kind of analytics. What we are trying to do is like help you to give this predictive analytics. Like that's where our kind of secret sauce lies, where it can analyze all these things and give you like more information like before the post is done.
Mm-hmm. Muy bien. Excellent. Okay, sorry I interrupted your flow. Go ahead and go with the next thing you wanted to show me.
Yeah. Like there's some like cool stuff we are just adding. Like this is like kind of suggest caption. It'll also help you to kind of uh, add the text, something like Google autocomplete. So we are actually adding like a lot of new stuff there. But it's basically you can just quickly select that stuff, and you don't have to even like uh, kind of spend a lot of time on that. So basically, all
Hmm.
the things which will help you to actually save time.
Yeah.
We just want to make it like really quick.
You know,
Um,
the side note for those of you guys that are watching, my first book was Instagram captions. It was like different suggested captions for people because it takes so much time to think of them, and you use up so much time just thinking of Instagram captions. Like, oh, it's a lot.
yeah, yeah, and we also got like some early feedback because we have like people want to have like kind of different ideas, content ideas where they can actually write about. So those are things which are under works where we are like also gonna add that kind of. So we're gonna make this all content creation process easier,
Yeah.
and then also with the predictive analytics, it really starts making more sense because now it's like those are the things. So according to so when we did the survey, like according to the stats which are like public stats, so in sometimes like this content creation can even take a beat, um, and it has to go through back and forth flow. But end of the day, like people who are gonna take a call on that, they're just like two, three people taking a shot on like this is the content that should go. And this data-driven approach is that's where we want to actually change the game. That way, you'll have confidence while posting it.
Hmm. Very good. Well, I know you're on this journey. I know it can be challenging. So I want to extend my support while you are out there doing your thing, building. If you need anything, I'm around and here. And I appreciate you taking time to onboard me today. Still looks like I may have some things to work out on my end to be able to start using Engazo, but it looks awesome. And I wish you the best of success. I don't have any questions coming in from the audience, but we do have some people that chimed in watching. I want to say hi to Robert. Hi, Caleb. Thanks so much for coming by and checking out Engazo.ai. If you have any questions, drop them in now. And Ruitu, how can people get in touch with you? How can they follow up if they want to learn more?
Yeah, definitely. You can reach out to me on like hello@engazo.ai and follow us on Instagram at engazo.ai. Um, and yeah, and I'm very open to feedback. We are also uh, like because we are getting like early adopters, and based on the feedback, we are actually improving a lot of things. So we'd love to have you there and shout the truth. Just message us if you want extended trials. We're happy to provide that. Um,
Totally. Love that. We'll reach out, everyone. And if you have any questions or you want to come out up on stage now, where I'm going to just transition back onto Entra because there's some people in the room. I want to say hi to them. Ritu, you're free to join the room on Entra if you want to chat with Caleb and Robert and myself. We've got the room still going on Entra, but I'm going to end the YouTube live stream for now and appreciate everyone for watching and have a great day.
and thank you, Miriam, for having me here. It was really nice. And as I said, like early stage founders supporting each other. So really, that's really amazing thing. And again, thanks for having me. And I hope people, yeah, check it out. We have a lot of awesome things planned, and we're hoping to actually save time for everyone and give that competitive edge.
Yeah, it looks dope. It looks really cool.